back with. Where's the things? Where are the things? There's the things. Okay, we're back with more Tales of the Wonder Bar.
Hi, Mom.
On season 2.
So, you are standing over these two bodies. One of them is very dead. One of them is slightly dead.
Without a leg.
Missing a leg, but it stopped bleeding and he's just kind of like lying on the ground going,
So I'm actually going to grab my armor.
Yeah.
And also the backpack. Because it's still in the room.
Yeah, I guard the corpse and the other guy. And I'm like thinking loud about the possibility of he's going after me when I let him live. And what these guards are going to do against it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna kill him, then and there, right now.
Nah, just talking like loud, discussing with myself what's gonna happen, what's gonna be to do, and waiting for the response of the guards.
The priest in the white robes comes up and puts a hand on your shoulder, looks at you and says, "Mercy is a virtue. It is good to be merciful."
Yeah, that's true, but if I got a dagger in my back later on, I don't care about mercy anymore. It's a privilege that I can't afford, maybe, I don't know.
It is better to live correctly than to live long.
I gonna think about that word.
What's the willpower test?
Nah, I'm not angry anymore, so it's not like the
burning rage.
The burning rage going on, yeah. So I just wait till my friend is coming back who is doing the thinking.
So how long is it gonna take me to put on my armor? Not that long, right?
You got some minutes. It'll take you like 5 or 6 minutes to put on your armor.
Yeah, just grab the backpack and return
so
to the guys.
He's back 7-8 minutes later.
So still the priests are there.
Yeah, everyone's standing around. A bunch
point?
of townspeople have come out with lanterns and lamps, and a small crowd has gathered around these people. They're all talking in hushed whispers and wondering out loud what the hell these things are. And there's cries from people to have them put to death, to execute them, to burn it alive, to throw it out into the desert. You don't get much lightning.
Yeah.
So are there also other guards around, like the town's guard?
No town guards have shown up.
But there is actually such a thing.
They mostly patrol the walls. They don't really do too much police work.
Are the guards making any effort to take over?
No. The guards are just there keeping an eye on the priests, making sure that the priests are safe.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go up to one of the temple guards and talk to them and ask them, so what are you going to do to ensure our safety in this town? Like obviously
nothing.
All the people, it's not only us that are in danger. If these, what will they call them, monsters probably will attack us, they might attack like any random citizen of the town. So what you gonna do about this?
Well,
like, are you gonna tell anyone, or who's in charge of security in this town?
He kind of looks around the crowd. To be honest, you two know more about these things than anyone else. You're the only people to have ever fought with them or said more than a couple words with them. If anyone's gonna do something, it should be you guys.
So who's actually the ruler of this town? Is there some form of mayor or anything like that?
Yeah, we have a local lord that runs the place. He's old and he doesn't have any children. So he...
And no power apparently? No interest in keeping his people safe?
He makes sure that the business runs smoothly, but you tell him a monster attacked a person in town, and he says, well, one person's dead, not a big deal. Call me when 10 people have died.
So I gonna think it's your turn to judge these monsters, because you're a paladin.
Okay.
That's what paladins do.
So, yeah. What's actually my God's stance on this kind of matter? I should know, right? So
Well,
would it be a just punishment to actually have them killed or kill them just for attacking random people?
do you think that they would have tried? Do you think they were trying to kill you? If you think they were trying to kill you, then it is just to put them down because they are murderers. If you think they were just trying to scare you or hurt you, then you probably shouldn't kill them.
Yeah, that's what I thought actually.
Maybe you also have to think about like putting them out of their misery as well.
So I turn to the dwarf and say, so these people have their beliefs and we did punish them enough already, as far as I'm concerned. I say we just leave them be and respect their rules and actually stop to throw stuff down the pit and just leave them be in their belief. So what do you think?
I look up to your injury, and so you can see my look on your injury and say it's up to you. You're the man for justice. I'm the man who is doing your justice.
Yeah, I say we just let them go. Just leave them as they are.
If you say so, but don't blame me if it comes in your back.
Gotta just take our watches, I guess.
The cleric in robes says, "You are a wise and just man. Velmontarius would be proud of you, my son."
Thank you, that's very kind of you.
He makes the sign of his god over over the dead body, and motions for the guards to take the dead body away, and they haul it off towards the temple. The wounded man is left there.
Maybe you should question him and get information about their base or whereabouts, something.
Well, what do you want to do with that information?
We got a key, and it's. I'm not a paladin. I'm a dwarf. And I don't care about these people. But maybe it's your desire to bring those people justice and security. I don't know. I just want to have another drink.
You
I
just
pull
want
out
to have
my
a
flask and drink a big sip.
So, yeah, so I walk over to the wounded guy, or whatever you want to call him or it, and is he able to talk? Trying to...
He's just kind of like writhing in pain. You can try and talk to him.
So I just ask him, so what is this key for you were carrying with you?
His eyes open. He looks at you and grumbles, "Defilers, I will never help you. I will not help you bring more ruin to this world."
So I walk over to the dwarf and ask, just give me the key for a moment. Gonna try if it actually fits to the barrier to the stairs. Does it have some kind of lock or anything?
It does.
Yeah, so I just take the key from the dwarf, just walk over to the door or whatever it is, the gate, and try if the key will fit
It opens.
into the hole.
Yeah.
So I walk back to the dwarf and ask, so what do you think? Now we know what the key is for.
The townspeople around you that saw this start murmuring and whispering to each other, and they're like, "He came from the pit. He came from below. Oh my God! Send it back. Burn it. Destroy it. It's a monster. It's come up from the bowels of hell itself."
You hear like me laughing a little bit, like.
So how does the priest react actually?
He's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Once you said that you're going to let the guy live, he left.
You just wandered off. The guards are not reacting at all.
The guards left with him. They went back into the temple with the dead body.
So, Mr. Dwarf, do you want to actually take a look? What's down there? Are you curious at all? Maybe there's some evil to be destroyed down there, like
maybe
these
there's
guys.
some gold to be found down there.
Well, this
Some
might be a
fortune to
possibility.
get, or maybe just to get famous as a warrior. I'm all fine with me.
Yeah. All right then. Let's
What
have
would
an
you
adventure
do
down
with
there.
this guy?
Just leave him here. I'd say.
Leave it to the people, to the mob.
Yeah. Exactly.
Alright.
See, I don't know what else to do with him. It's not really to me. Not really sure if it's left to us to put him out of his misery. He's been punished enough, so just leave him be for now. I say.
I take my backpack on my back. I flame a torch and get ready to go down.
The crowd follows you as you guys head towards the edge of the pit, murmuring and whispering, "Oh, what's going on? What's going to happen?" Very curious.
Are they paying any attention to the wounded monstrosity laying on the ground? Or are they
Some of them stay behind, and you hear him start to make noises, and you hear the clattering of stones on stones.
So he's gonna die anyway. Yeah, I turn around and say, we are going down the pit now, and we reveal what's going on down there.
One of the older people in town, he's maybe 75 years old, he's got a wispy gray beard, his hair is kind of patchy, and he comes up to you and says, "Children, you should not go down there. No one that has pursued its depths has ever survived. Only a few foolhardy people have traveled down some ways and come back up."
So I reply, "So what do you say to these monsters over there, who apparently came up from the depth?"
I say that's what eats the people that head down. If you go down, you will surely encounter more of them, and they will eat your flesh. They will turn you into one of them.
Well, your mayor's not going to keep you safe, so who you're going to rely on to make sure nothing happens to you? You should actually cheer us on and wish us best luck if we actually try to keep your town safe from this evil. He doesn't care.
I take a sip of my flask and murmur. What's murmur? Hummer?
That's a good question, actually. Mumble?
Mumble?
And then mumble, like, let's go.
Yeah. Just turn around and follow the wall, since she has the torch.
Cool.
We're headed down.
You guys start to head down the staircase. Once you get 30 feet, 10 meters past down the staircase past the gate, you see a section of stone wall on your left that looks like it has been bricked up fairly recently. It looks like once upon a time there might have been a doorway here, but something has, there's a different type of stone that has filled it in place and it's cemented over.
I take the end of my axe and knock it against the wall.
It sounds very solid.
Solid.
Yeah.
I tell the paladin that with my dwarven knowledge I recognize this is a new wall in here. Maybe somebody closed up a door or something like this.
So you're not able to pass it?
No. I mean, it's newer, but it doesn't look new. It definitely looks like it's been there for a while. You can see streaks of where the rain would come down and leave marks.
So I tell him it's not new, but it has to be new. But it was done after the hole was dug.
So what do you think?
I hit it harder to see if maybe I can get through somehow.
It feels just like hitting a stone wall.
Okay.
Just.
I can't get through.
So we're gonna just leave again?
I mean, the stairway continues going down and down and down and down and down, well beyond this.
Let's go on.
Alright, only this.
I try to go very carefully, so one step after another, and always try to keep me as close to the wall as possible.
The stairway is about this big, so it's a fairly wide staircase that actually, maybe it's only about this big. It's big enough for one person to cross. If two people want to go by, you'll have to turn to the side to let each other pass.
Suddenly I stop and say, wait. I take out the rope of my backpack and I sling it around my thigh and make it tight. And then I put it around him as well, so we bound together.
At the very ends, or how much?
About 4 meters.
4 meters apart. Okay.
Just like mountaineering.
Okay.
Advanced dwarf in mountaineering. Okay. That's a very good idea. Good thing to do.
I know you need somebody to be wise.
So we're gonna move on?
Yeah.
So I take it it's pitch black by now?
It's nighttime, yeah.
More or less.
So it's just the light from your torch that is giving you and some starlight coming down through. You keep
So we have 9 torches left. Each is 10 minutes. So we have 90 minutes of light.
It's not a lot of time actually.
Yeah.
But you got your flint as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just see.
Okay.
Maybe my alcohol will burn as well. So
But you're not really willing to spare that, I guess. Only for emergencies.
only emergency.
So is it actually 10 minutes per torch?
Yeah.
Well, that's not a long time.
No, not long. You keep going down, and after another 20 or 30 meters down the pit, you see another one of these areas that has been walled up, and there once was a hole here, and now it's filled up again. It also looks quite old.
I always try to knock if there's
Super solid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we move on.
Okay.
When the first torch is going out, I don't light another one straight.
Mm-hmm.
I try to make him a few meters without, but after a few meters I put on the next. I just try to make some more minutes out of it.
You pass 2 more of these archways that are stoned up before the torch starts to go out. But it does go out, and you continue down for a little bit, very carefully, keep your hand on the wall. It's nice and safe. Then you light another torch eventually, and you keep heading down. It's another 10 minutes pass. You have to light a 3rd torch, and another 5 minutes after that, you're down 25 minutes into this pit, heading downstairs, down the well. The hole above you is just, it's so far up. It's just this tiny little ring, and you can barely see anything up above it. When you hear...
So how much of a distance did you actually cover? Like
25 minutes walking downstairs?
Yeah, so that's quite a distance actually.
Yeah. 200 meters, I don't know.
No, it must be way more than that, right?
Yeah, half an hour walking downstairs. You could go, I don't know, almost a kilometer downstairs probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, if you go slow and carefully, it's like maybe 500 meters, I don't know.
Quite a ways.
So how are we doing on the torches actually? We used up 3 or?
We used up 3, so we're on 6 now. 6 left.
Okay.
There is a cold wind that kind of swirls around and blows up from the inside. Your torch sputters but doesn't go out.
If there's a wind, there must be some other exit.
And it just kind of sends a shiver through your body for a moment. You press down and keep going and going. And a few minutes later, you come to another stone archway. It's been 10 or 15 minutes since you saw the last one, but this one is not bricked up. This one is just, it's a nice large archway sized for a human, and it has a set of doors in the middle of it.
And the stair is going down.
The stairs continues to go down.
I try to open the door.
It creaks loudly and opens inward.
It is open.
Let's see what's inside.
I give the torch to him and take my battle axe, or my 2-handed battle axe, and step forward.
Okay. You find that in this hallway, your battle axe is going to be very awkward to use. You're going to have a penalty of 2 to hit with your axe in this narrow hallway.
I don't like this. I can't use my battle axe. I just push it on the wall. I put it on my back and take out my sword shot. And move on, but very slowly, and always looking on the floor if there's any traps or something around.
If you're using the torch, you can't use your shield. You can use one or the other.
Yeah.
I can use the torch because the short shot is only using one hand. So
yeah.
I keep
so what does the hallway actually look like? Is there...
It's about the width of the stairs, so it's not very wide. It's enough for one person to walk forward. It's about a little over 2 meters tall. It's made out of that same gray granite stone that lines the entire pit, and it looks like it was built at the same time. Maybe it's flush with it at the entrance. It just kind of comes in, comes out, very nice even corners. And the torch doesn't shed too much light, but as far as you can see through the torchlight,
which is how far approximately?
10 feet of bright light around you, and then another 10 feet of dim light. So 20 feet, 7 meters of light.
Yeah,
Half of it is bright, half of it is dim.
Is it possible that he can pass me in the
If you're short, he can walk over you.
over me?
Well, you're a dwarf.
Step over you.
You got the shield, the big
Short
one.
step.
Now is it
I
possible
got the
that he
shield on
pass
my
by?
back.
Okay.
Holding the torch, I actually put the shield on my back. for now,
So you got the torch now, so I can
Yeah,
use my hands for looking for traps and stuff.
I guess, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So we're gonna press on.
Yeah.
You press onward and come to another door, maybe 20 meters down the hallway. This one is a little bit bigger, and right before you get to the door, the hallway opens up. This is a set of double doors, so they would open up together.
Is there a lock or something?
There is no locking mechanism, but there seems to be vines wrapped around the wood, like crawling over the doorway. You look to find where the vines come, and it looks like they're coming out of the stone itself. They have bright green leaves on them, and they just kind of hold. It looks like they're holding the doors in place because they cross over.
I
Crack.
turn around and I suggest you detect evil around here.
Yep, that's a very good idea, Mr. Dwarf. So try and detect evil.
Okay. It takes a minute of concentration and focus, but you detect a strong evil coming from the other side of the doorway.
I relate this to the dwarf and say, I sense great evil behind this door. We have to be careful.
I think you wish to go first then.
Yes, alright, so
the floor is opening up, Is
So it's a little bit wider.
so I can use my axe again.
Mm-hmm.
I change weapons again and get ready for the evil to be
you
punched.
get ready for the evil.
Yeah.
So do the vines actually block opening the door, or
Yeah, you would have to cut them away or something.
yeah, gonna try that.
Okay.
Work out the vines, see if they come loose quite easily, or if it's actually gonna be a lot of work to.
It's pretty easy. You
Loosen them
start hacking through the ones at the top and cut all the way down to the bottom, and as you look back up, you see that they've regrown at the top already.
So there's no way to actually open the door.
I didn't say that.
Maybe we
Oh,
can try
no,
to
no.
burn it.
Yeah.
I use the torch and try to burn the plants.
They hiss and pop almost like they were made of some sort of grease.
So they burn.
They burn away pretty easily, leaving the door openable.
So they don't regrow,
Mm-mm.
burning them away.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna give the torch to the dwarf and actually take my shield and ready myself.
Dwarf has a two-handed axe.
So
But I suggest we open the door, we throw in the torch and see what's going on inside. Maybe something happened with the torch as well. If there is a trap, maybe we make it loose.
But do we have another torch ready
We
if
have.
something happens to the
We
first
have.
one?
Yeah, let's make another torch ready. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So we make another torch ready.
What do you do with it?
Just put it on the ground,
put it on the
probably.
floor.
Okay.
And I have the battle axe in one hand, the other torch in the others. You open the door, I throw in the torch. We'll
That's
see
what we're
happens.
gonna do.
Okay.
I open the door.
You push open the doors and you feel the air kind of pull in past you into the room that you're opening the doors into. It's a large rush of air.
So it's the air is going inside.
Mhm.
Okay, so it must be a vacuum inside
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. And before you, as you toss the torch in, you can see that this opens up into a wide room. So if this is the entrance, it goes out to the sides. You can't tell how far. And there's a series of columns in front of you. And the torch lobs in and lands on the ground on the other side of the columns, which is down a small staircase to a floor down there. It's 10, 20 feet of light. You can see just beyond, maybe 10 feet across this lower area, there is another raised area back on the other side with another set of columns. And you hear from within.
I make like.
So the room is actually lit kind of well. Can we see the full dimensions of the room?
No.
Like all the
From
walls
where-
and the ceiling?
I just
Or just
recognized
parts of it?
that I destroyed my night vision with throwing in the torch because I naturally can see. Yeah, maybe we wait till the torch went out inside so I can take a look.
Well, if it's dark, I'm not gonna see anything at all. Not really sure if that's a good plan.
Okay.
You hear the sound of footsteps, and you can almost feel the ground slightly vibrate.
Coming towards us.
It's hard to tell.
Okay.
This is a very echoey chamber.
I take the other torch and throw it just past the door, so it lies in front of us.
Cool. You get a fairly good view of what this is. It seems that there's a slight ledge before you, and then a staircase down, and then 10 feet, 3 or 4 meters of space, and then a rise up to almost a kind of like a stage-like area with columns on that side, columns on this side, and you can't see how far it goes left or right unless you poke your head inside the doorway.
Can we actually tell where the movement is coming from?
No, because you're still in the hallway, so your vision is fairly
Yeah.
blocked until you actually step in. Do you
But
go
we
in?
can definitely tell that there's something moving.
Sounds like it. It's getting louder.
Yeah. So
It's getting closer.
I said to the dwarf, "Ready yourself."
I'm always ready, my friend.
I said, "Ready yourself." There's something coming.
I'm ready, man.
Okay.
So we're just gonna wait for a moment, see what happens.
You see
You
a
ready?
large figure stepping into the torchlight. It's probably 10 feet tall, 3 or 4 meters tall. It has broad hips, a large torso. It has 4 arms, 2 on either side. In one arm, it's got a giant axe. In another arm, it has a whip. The lower arms don't have anything on them. It has a large misshapen head with yellow teeth that kind of come out like blocks. Some of them coming out forward, some of them come out downward. They're just kind of like mashed up in the face. They look British. It's got weird warts on his face. And it steps towards the torch in the middle of the area and stomps on the torch in the middle of the room, extinguishing the light.
In that moment, I always react the same when I don't know what to do. I stomp forward and try it because it's downstairs.
Yeah.
So I like 2 meters up. I don't know.
1 meter up.
1 meter.
Yeah.
So maybe if I jump, I can make a hit to his head. Yeah.
Sure.
I
Initiative
I
roll.
push the paladin aside and stomp forward. And on the first step, I jump and.
Let loose a scream.
Okay, give me an initiative roll, everybody.
D10, right?
D10 plus your weapon speed.
Yes, so it's gonna be a 10 for either of us.
No, for me it's math.
Ah, okay, so it's gonna be a 10 for me.
And 14 for me. But when I push him aside and start running, I should be like first.
Yeah.
Probably.
Wait, did you get a faster initiative, or he did?
He got like 10 and I got 14.
Okay,
So I got
so you
the
you
next.
push him aside to start going in. You can let him go before you if you want.
Yeah. That's what happens. It happens.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll just go after you.
What's your speed? 13? 14?
My attack speed or
No,
my
your initiative.
14.
14.
Okay. So you push your way past him into the room, and as you get towards the ledge to jump at the creature, it turns to face you, axe in one hand, whip in the other, and swings its axe at you as you just about leap off the ledge. Ooh. The axe goes underneath your feet as you leap. The whip comes aiming at you.
At least I got my armor on now, so.
Yo, you've got your armor and shield?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. The whip cracks against the shield loudly, kind of vibrating it and ringing it with the force of impact as you fly through the air and roll the hit.
Don't die. Ooh. I rolled an 8.
So you get +2 to hit, 8, 9, 10. Your axe comes at the creature and just like grazes the side of its flesh. You cut off some leather, but don't do any real damage to it as you land solidly on the ground.
Okay.
So how much can I actually see now that one torch is actually...
The dwarf is gone. I mean, he's maybe... Actually, you might be able to see his head over the...
But I can see the creature?
Just barely. The creature's in dim light. It would be... He's hard to make out.
So do I get any penalties for attacking like these kind of conditions?
Yeah, a penalty of 2. If the torch were closer, no penalties.
There's another torch in front of you.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna kick it further into the room, the torch, just to have no more light.
Sure. It kicks and spins into the room, tumbles down the staircase, lands near the creature's feet. You have a pretty good view of it now. It's hideous. It has grayish, pinkish flesh. It's got little tufts of hair coming off of it, moles and warts and blisters. There's some areas where it's just like oozing blood.
But
like
it's not like stitched together like the other dudes.
No, it's not.
Okay, so that was my turn, I guess.
No, you can,
can I still attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what
it's
I'm
not
gonna
that far.
Storm in after the dwarf and make an attack with my longsword. Which is actually a 9.
Nope. You swing your longsword at it, but its arms move out of the way of your blows. Initiative. 11. 10. You go first. You tied with him, so roll again.
So that's an 8.
Okay, you go. So you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I take all the power I got and try to bring it to my size. So I try to cut the knee or the leg, or whatever. So to reach the head.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a 15.
Plus 2.
Plus 2 is 17.
That's a hit. Your axe sinks into the creature. It is a large creature, so you get the 2d8 damage die.
A lot, actually.
Plus 3, actually.
Wow.
Is it 2d8 plus 3? 8.
Holy crap.
6 is 14 plus 3, 17.
Wow.
Holy crap.
That's a good hit.
Okay. Your axe sinks into his crotch, like into the section near his thigh, and cuts deep. You can hear the blade scrape against bone. You pull the axe out. The creature wobbles for a moment. Blood's just leaking down its body, but it's not dead. Okay. It's badly wounded, though.
But I see it bleeding, so I cry, "It bleeds, we can kill it!"
Your turn.
So I'm gonna attack you as well. Give it another try. That's an 11.
11 is not a hit. It knocks away your blade with its axe. Its lower hands reach out to grab you. You're taken by surprise as these hands come out of, like, never had this sort of thing happen to you. And, no, they reach to grab you and miss. But it brings its axe down towards you and hits you. What is your armor class? 15?
Armor is 15, yeah.
It criticals you.
Oh.
No.
That's 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage.
How are you actually surviving this for now?
I really have to try to stay on my feet, I guess.
Okay. You take the hit heavily. It just sinks like through your...
What was 10? 11?
11.
11. Oh, two left.
Okay. It hits you heavily on the shoulder, cutting into you, maybe like cracking your clavicle bone or something. It takes the whip and tries to hit your sword with the whip. Ooh, no, but it's a wide miss. You get a second attack this round because you're specialized.
Can I still attack with my two-handed axe if my collarbone is broken?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's not broken, it's just it hit it heavily and chipped it.
So if it's possible, I try to cry away my pain and give him fuck berserker.
Okay. You're a low life.
Yeah, I now I spin the other way around and try to hit the other knee.
Okay.
To bring him down initially. And now I have a 11.
Plus 2.
Plus 2 is 13.
It gets caught in his thick, blubbery hide. Like you cut through some fat, and it just jiggles without doing any damage.
Okay.
Initiative roll.
Yep.
Das ist ein 8, da muss ich mit 10 drauf. Again.
12.
12.
10.
10. 10 goes first. You tied again. Reroll.
Okay.
2, 1. Roll.
That's a 7 this time.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, again. Now this time I try to take the end of the axe. It's like a spike, and I try to stick it in his groins. If there is something I don't know.
Yeah.
Just in to be sure. It's a 13 plus 2, 15.
15. You shove it right into that same spot that you had already stabbed him. Roll me your axe damage.
It's 5 plus 3, so it's 8.
Is that including your bonus for strength?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I rolled 5.
Okay.
Two 8-sided.
Okay.
28, yeah.
5
Okay,
and
yeah.
plus 3.
All right. The creature drops to one knee. You can see that its lifeblood is just pouring out of it, but it's somehow still standing. Although it can't be standing for very long. You think you've nicked the femoral artery. It kind of teeters there for a moment.
So my lay on hand heals for 2 points of damage, right?
Yes.
Now I'd rather take the attack for now. So I give it a swing. That's a 16.
16's a hit.
And that's 1d8 for me, right?
D12. It's a large creature.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Come on, baby.
It's a 7.
Yeah, you come up to it as it's down on one knee and just drive your sword underneath its chin into it, and it topples forward. You have to duck out of the way to manage not to get crushed under its massive weight as it collapses to the ground and just lies in a puddle of its own bodily fluids.
Nice.
Actually give a victory scream. So
It echoes very eerily in this chamber.
My scream is like half victory, half pain.
Mm-hmm. Ah!
Victory! Yeah! Ow!
so yeah, at that point I said to Dwarf, let me try and help you
Please, my
tend to your wounds.
I feel really bad.
And I channel Amatera's powers and lay my hands on the dwarf's chest.
The flesh knits together and you gain 2 HP.
Thank you very much.
Better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah. I'm still bleeding or it's done?
No, it's done.
I don't need to bandage?
No. The bandage won't have any in-game effect, but like no effect right now, but it might keep the wound clean so it doesn't get infected later.
So I give him a bandage and ask him to wrap it around and clean up the wound.
I'm trying to do so.
Okay.
Although I have no proficiency, but
And before
doing
you
the
do
best I
that,
can.
I take one sip out of my flask and pour another sip on the wound.
Mm-hmm.
And take another sip out of the flask. Then lock it up.
Okay.
So
You patch him up. The light is starting to sputter at this point. It's close to going out. Looking around this room, it seems that it's a wide hallway that kind of starts to wrap around towards the direction that the initial hallway was heading. Does that make sense? Yeah.
No.
No. Okay. Cool. Alright. So if this is the way that you entered, you
Yeah.
came down through here, and then there was this long hallway. You fought the guy right here,
Yeah.
and then it starts to wrap around like that.
Ah,
Near
okay.
the edges, kind of like bull's horns. There's a row of pillars over here, and on the other side there's a row of pillars that start to go around the other side.
Okay. Yeah, I put out another torch because the other one
It's getting
go.
close.
I look around if I find the torch we throw inside. Maybe this is still working, so I re-flame it.
Okay.
Or I try to.
Yeah, it goes, but it's been damaged. You don't know if it'll last that long.
Yeah, I try.
So did the creature actually carry anything else besides the weapons? Like any...
No, it didn't even have any clothes on. You couldn't see it initially in the light, but looking at the dead creature from behind, he has a huge ass covered in pimples and warts.
The axe he was using, is it a
It's a battle axe.
Not a two-handed one, a normal one.
No.
Still, I can sell it, so I take it on me, and
it weighs 7 pounds.
Okay. Also the whip.
The whip looks old, like old leather.
Nothing special, nothing worth.
No.
Leave it there. But the head of the creature is always good to show
The
around.
head? You actually want to take the head?
Yeah, I really want to.
If you want to carry it around, I'm fine with that.
Is it big?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the size of an ogre head.
A what?
An ogre head?
An ogre head. So like.
It's
Really big.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, I cut it off, and then
it's a little big for you to carry.
I cut it off and make a rope around it, so I can.
The same rope that's tying the two of you together?
We have like 50 feet of it, and we only need like 4 meters of it. So I just put a rope around to drag it behind me, but I leave the head at the door, so I don't take it with me now.
So you cut the rope, cut a section of rope off to tie it.
Yeah.
Okay, are you two still tied together?
We are not, I guess, because I was flying in the room, and it would be.
Yeah, we've taken off the rope before.
I think it would be necessary, otherwise we have to spin it back and forth.
Okay. We'll just see you guys tie yourself in the hallway.
Yeah, I don't need to be tied together in the room, I guess.
Just imagine me flying inside, like in the rages, in
the
middle of it, like Wah! All right. Yeah. So I depot the head and the battle axe beside the door where we entered, and then I'll be ready to
look around. Can I get a perception check from both of you?
24.
That's like 23.
Okay, you both hear this.
So I look to the dwarf and see that he's still severely wounded, and I ask him, are you actually ready to continue on? How are you feeling? You look pretty beat up.
I am pretty beat up, but
doesn't matter.
I have the torch, and I kill it.
What?
You kill the torch?
Yeah.
You put the torch out?
Yeah.
Okay, you can no longer see anything. It's
and black. I take a look around, and I say, psh.
Trying to be as quiet as possible.
Yeah, I try to locate the noise and look in that direction. That's my infravision.
Give me another perception check.
It must be something small. This one is 29.
Okay. You see a hand. Not one hand, 2 or 3, 5, 7 hands just crawling on the ground in your direction.
Only hands?
Just hands. You can see like bones sticking out of the back of them, the flesh ripped apart, and they're making their way towards you.
How fast can I put on the torch again?
It'll take you, I mean, you gotta like get the flint and steel out. It'll take like a minute almost. Not a full minute, but you know, it takes a round.
Yeah, and how fast they reach us?
They're gonna be here before you get the torch up.
Fucking hell.
You gonna tell me that?
Yeah, I say, get ready, some hands are coming to us. Some creepy, crawling hands.
What are you talking about?
About 7 of it, get ready. They're coming from this direction, and I point him in that direction.
Okay, yeah, you...
I'm trying to squint into the darkness to
it is
see
pitch black.
Anything. I'm trying to ready myself as best as I can. Take a defensive stance or something.
So your armor class is 18?
Yep.
Okay. So all of a sudden you feel more than hear these things thudding against your shield. It's almost like someone is throwing lumps of clay at you. And you know, something hits against your leg armor, a couple of things bounce off your shield, but something lands on your shoulder and digs its fingers in, grabbing, like finding the purchase between your plates of your splint mail. And these nails dig deeply into your shoulder for 3 points of damage. Roll initiative, guys.
So those hands can jump up to his shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah?
No.
So it doesn't make any sense to get up the stairs to be safe?
That's your judgment call to make.
Yeah, that's why I try to judge that, but when I see they can jump up to 2 meters or 1.5, then it doesn't make sense. They can get up the stairs as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I try to get rid of those hands by crushing them with my battle axe. And if it's not working with the battle axe, I change to the short sword. But first I try the battle axe and have like 15 initiative.
So I'm actually just trying to grab the thing with my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Can I grab it with my shield hand? Is it possible? Or is it just occupied by...
If you drop your shield, you can grab it. But not if you keep holding the shield. Or you could drop your sword. Whatever you want to do.
So what would my initiative be, my speed, if I actually
3.
drop the shield and trying to grab it?
It would be 3. Plus 3, yeah, D10 plus 3.
So that would be an 8. So actually drop the shield, try to grab the thing and throw it on the floor and step on it. I think that's what I can do even in darkness.
You've got an 8, you have a... What was your initiative?
15.
Okay. So before you even get to grab a hold of that, you feel these things starting to crawl up your legs. Your initiative 8 is... you feel them starting to crawl up your legs and like scrape at your armor and try and find a weak spot to grab and dig its nails into you. But it's having trouble. Your turn goes. You can grab it pretty easily. You don't even need to make an attack roll. It's on you. You can just grab it here.
And just step on it as hard as I can. Just stomp on it with all my force.
So you throw it to the ground and try and stomp on the spot. You throw it. So give me an attack roll. Like a +4 because you're throwing it on the ground right next to you. So it should not be too hard to do that.
It's a 6.
No. It hits the ground and scurries off before you can actually stamp on it.
As long as you don't throw it in me, man.
4 of them start crawling at you. 3 of them crawl up your legs and start scraping at you, but you've got your leather boots on, your pants, and some chainmail leggings. They don't manage to get through there, but one of them leaps at you and sticks itself onto your face, digging its claws into you. Oh, that is... Where did that go?
There it is.
Let's reroll that. 1 damage from the claws as they dig the nails into your skin and just rend your face.
My handsome face, fuck that. I got angry.
Your turn.
Yeah, I leave my
so
axe.
You can actually see the things, right?
Yeah. I let my axe fall down on the floor and hopefully it hits something. Then I grab the one in the face and if I can get a hold of it, I try to break it into...
Give me a strength check. Oh yeah, you ripped the hand into pieces.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
I thought this was your roll.
No, it's the 4.
Still a 21 though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not a problem. You grab it and you just rip the hand into 2 pieces and it tumbles to the ground lifeless.
Okay, and yeah, that's what I can do, I guess.
Yeah. Initiative.
That's the turn, right?
Initiative number
8.
8.
So for me, it's going to be not really sure if
When you meet without weapon, it's 3.
Yeah.
Plus 3.
Yeah. So it's going to be in 7, right?
Yeah. Okay. One of them that's crawling up your leg is...
So can I actually tell how many of them are on me at that moment?
No, it's just weird sensations all over you, crawling, and then something will fall off and start to crawl up again, or launch itself at you. It's very confusing having these things about you, but you feel one getting very close to your crotch, trying to dig its way up and underneath your chainmail, but it gets caught on some things there. You got a 8?
7.
7. Okay. A different one comes at you, launching itself from your side. Ooh, what is your armor? 15?
15, yes.
15. It catches you in an unarmored section for 2 points of damage, digging its nails and claws, bones deep into your
I'm
flesh.
really close to
Me too,
fucking
man.
die.
7.
Okay, I'm 8.
No, 7.
7.
So, actually I have to make a willpower test to see if I freak the fuck out right now, I think. Because I don't really know what's going on, so gonna try that. So my willpower's pretty good though, so. So that's 28.
Yeah.
Should be enough. So I can't tell how many of these things are on me. So I grab a random one and try the same thing. Just try, or maybe, yeah, just try to step on it.
Okay.
Again.
You grab one of these things, yank it off, you toss it to the ground.
18.
18. Oh, you critically stomp on it. You don't even have to roll for damage at that point. You break it. You hear the sounds of finger bones crunching, and it kind of it's a little slippery and slick under your boot when you're done with that.
All right.
8.
Okay, beside like trying to grab 2 of it, I also recognize that he can't see anything. So I let him know that there is about 5 to go.
Okay.
2 down, and yeah, I try to get 2 at the same time.
Give me 2 attack rolls. I'm going to consider this dual wielding, so 1 with a penalty of 2, 1 with a penalty of 4 because you're dual wielding.
The blue is the left-handed. Okay, left hand, like I hit my own crotch.
Yeah, you go for the one that's on your crotch and just kind of hit yourself in the balls.
Yeah, but the other one is nice.
Yeah, you grab the other one. You've got it in one hand. What are you doing with it?
Just crush it.
Crush it, like.
Give me a strength check.
If it's not possible,
Don't
put it in your mouth, dude.
Give me a
strength check.
Yeah.
Yeah, can get this one. 17 plus 19.
Okay, you just you hear pops as little bits of flesh pop out all over the place. Also, give me for the natural one. Give me a saving throw versus death. We didn't write the saving throws down, but you can look them up. Okay, so you grab this one, you hit yourself in the balls, and that it collapses you to the ground in pain. You manage to crush this one as you fall, but you were stunned and you lose your next round.
Ouch.
Ouch. Now it's 3 down, 4 to go.
The 2 remaining go after you.
Might actually take me down.
No, one of them. No, they both just miss or hit your armor and all over the place. Initiative, except for you, because
I'm down.
You're in pain.
So that's an 8 for me.
You go first.
Ich bin schon an Radler. Wenn noch da ist.
So I'm gonna grab another one and stomp on it. That's the last one.
I'm gonna die now.
Maybe.
Everybody can survive.
Died a little claws crawling all over you.
I'd actually
I
survive.
died from my own punch. Shit.
No, that's the wrong one actually. That's the D20. So that's 12?
12. Yeah, you grab another one of these suckers, put it on the ground, stomp it underneath your heel.
It gives a satisfying crunch.
It wasn't a critical hit, so I need you to roll me a D3 for damage.
Okay.
It's
You have one?
This
a 4-sided die,
is,
just re-roll the 4.
So, or 6.
Or roll 6 and divide by 2.
That's 1.
You hear a bone break, but the creature then wiggles out from underneath your heel.
Can I turn my pain into anger that completely let me go berserk and survive another minute?
Next round, you can turn your pain into anger. The 4 claws. Let's see. 2 of them claw at you. Still 15 armor class though, and they can't find their way through your heavy chainmail. The two after you. No. Do you have your shield up still?
No, I dropped that
Drop your
actually
shield?
to grab the things.
No.
So
One of them.
16.
One of them latches onto your shield arm for 1 point of damage. Taking its nails
Takes
into
me
you.
to 1.
Initiative one more time.
So that's a 6 for me.
And the 8 for me.
Not too bad.
Not too good.
Not too good either.
6 goes first.
So there's 2 on me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I grab another one, random one, try to crush it. My feet again. So that's a 14.
14's a hit. You stomp it on your foot. Give me another d3 for damage.
Another 1.
Nope. You hear a bone break again, but it crawls away. And then there's this loud, high-pitched shriek from within, and there's a pause after it stops, and you just see the claws all scatter and disappear into different directions, fleeing the area. You feel the claws jump off of you, and you can hear them skittering around on the ground, but you don't know.
I pick up my shield and I say, "What's happening? Still can't see, dwarf. What's
Let's
going on?"
get out of here fast. I try to get up and grab my axe and grab the paladin and drag him up to the door.
Okay. The two of you stumble out through the doorway. Through the hall, you can feel a cool and kind of stale air pushing past you out towards the pit. Do you grab the head on the way out too?
If it's possible.
Yeah, you have your backpack with you, right?
Yeah.
The head weighs like... It's a big head. It weighs like 20 kilos, so it might slow you down a little bit more.
If I try and if I see something coming up and I'm really in danger, I let it go.
So you grab the head and the two of you make your way.
Yeah, I'm holding on to the dwarf.
Okay. You guys make your way out towards the pit.
Only to the door that we cut open, just through that, and then close it up, and then maybe we wait and listen what happens.
Just try to light a torch if it's safe.
Yeah.
Okay. You get to the door.
Is the door opening inside or outside?
It opens inside.
Inside. Can I somehow block it with the battle axe I just found?
There's a pair of handles that hold out, so you might be able to
just stick it in.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I do. I put the battle axe, the found one, inside, and he's trying to torch the.
To light the torch.
To light the torch.
Yeah.
Okay. You scrape the flint and steel together, get a little spark, get the torch going, and just as you feel the door kind of shake underneath by the battle axe.
Does it feel like it's gonna break any moment, or is it holding?
It feels pretty sturdy for now. And then there's a wail of despair, kind of a.
I finger to my flask. Take a big sip.
It burns as it goes down.
Yeah. And the other sip I pour over my shoulder.
God, it burns. It burns.
So I say to the dwarf, "Let's get out of here for now."
I pass it over to him and I take a sip.
Yeah, I'll happily take a swig at that point.
You take a swig of the hard alcohol as you guys make your way out towards the pit.
Yeah.
You step outside, you can see starlight above you, just barely. And you know that if it took you 25 minutes to get down, it's probably going to take you an hour, maybe 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half to get up. It's a lot of fucking stairs.
Yeah, and I have a big fucking head dragging behind me.
Thump.
Yeah.
Thump.
But still I want to bring it up just to show the people.
So we still have the key, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna lock the gate again once we step out.
Okay.
Make sure that it's locked down.
It takes you a long time to get up, but nothing chases you out of the pit.
Oh, okay.
I left the axe downstairs with the door.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of money I left there for safety. You should remember that.
You actually think it's worth something? Looks very cheap to me, actually.
Fucking metal, man. You can smelt it down and do something. It's like a few silver at least.
Pair of boots out of it, something.
Whatever.
Plate mail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got bigger problems for now, I think. Barely survived.
Yeah.
You guys make it out to the top of the pit. It is, as you do so, the gate is still open. Nobody's about, and you can kind of see the sun starting to come up over the, what is to the east? Yeah, just over the desert to the east, over the walls of the city. The sun is starting to peek its head up.
I take a look at the place where we left the injured man and the injured monster. Is he still there, or he's...
There's a blood stain on the ground and some drag marks of the blood, like a big smear.
Where we go? To the hotel, or...?
So is it still nighttime or is it sunrise?
The sun is rising, yeah.
So
Maybe take a look for a healer or something.
yes. Is there commotion in town or no people around at all?
No people around. This is about the time that people would start waking up.
But the priest was healing the monster, so he can heal us as well.
So are the guards about at the temple?
There is a guard at the temple gate.
So I walk up, drag myself to the guard, and
You notice that he's asleep, kind of leaning against the gate, holding onto his poleaxe.
yeah, I'll drive onto him and shake him.
Yeah. What do you need?
Listen, good man, we need a healer. Where's the priest?
The priests are inside asleep.
At what
How
time?
did you get yourself hurt?
We went down the pit.
I
yeah.
take the head like, oh, look at this man.
His eyes go wide with like fear and surprise. Of course, and he throws open the door and comes in, clanging his poleaxe against the armor on his shoulder to make some loud noises. A couple of priests rise from their bunks off somewhere else and come in, asking, "What's this commotion all about?" You recognize the same white-robed priest from before, and the soldier says, "These men, they dragged a head back from within the pit. I think it's another one of those monsters from earlier."
We need your help. We injured very badly.
Pretty soon, a small group of clerics has surrounded you, and they're bombarding with all sorts of questions. How far did you get down? What did you see? What is this thing? What hurt you? Every conceivable question. What did it look like? What's the stone like? What did it smell like? What's it taste like? What was the air pressure?
I let him do the talking.
Try to answer all the questions
but
as quickly
I
as possible.
Sorry, I asked the guard, or I politely give the order that he strings up the head somewhere viewable for all the people in town. Won't you do that for me? I'm hurt, man. Can't you see?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why?
I think that would terrify the people in town.
They should know what terror is beyond their town.
He looks for someone else to make the decision for
Yeah.
him. He looks to a higher up.
And
The higher up kind of frowns and says, "Well, tell us what happened. We can always string the head up a little bit later."
I just thought maybe they don't want me to bring the head inside the church or something.
Oh, yeah.
I would understand that. No.
It's already like smearing blood inside the church as you brought it in. It's fine. They don't seem to care too much.
So I tell them exactly what happened down there,
Mm-hmm.
and are they actually going to heal us or help us in any way since we were badly wounded?
The cleric in the white robes strokes his little frizzy beard and goes, well, that is a tall tale indeed. Did anyone else see you come out of the pit or down into it?
Yeah, a lot of people saw us going down, but nobody saw us coming up. We just got up a few minutes ago.
He scratches his beard. Give me a charisma check, one of you.
I leave that to you.
Here comes to fail.
That's a 1.
No, it's a 22 actually.
You rolled it. Okay.
5.
He, after stroking his beard for a few moments, he nods his head and says, "Of course, we will absolutely tend to your wounds. If what you say is true, you are heroes for surviving such a thing." He kneels beside you and mutters some words You gain 4 HP. You gain 1 HP. Seeing that the wounds are not quite healed, he heals you for 1 and you for 4.
Good enough for me.
And kind of, as he does so, there's like a soft blue light and a peaceful hum comes over you. And when he's done with those 4 spells, he kind of collapses to the ground and says, I must rest. Maybe Johnson can help you? Where is Johnson? Men, guard, go find Father Johnson.
I thank him politely and after grumbling, I take out a silver piece, offering him for the help.
Thank you. The church is always happy to accept donations.
Thank you, priest. I feel much better now.
Yes.
I'll chip in another silver.
He looks at you, looks you up and down. You think he knows that you're a paladin. He goes, yes, your donations are most generous.
Is it too less or what?
Well, he was doubting us telling the truth, so
Really?
that's plenty of money as far as
I
I'm
grumble
concerned.
like, greedy fucker.
So I asked the priest, so what do you think of this? You actually have not been aware of the evil that lurks beneath your town, so this is actually news to you.
He nods slowly. We have lived here hundreds of years without any incident from something down below. Those that have gone down have not come up. However, you have survived. While I am happy that you've made it back, I wonder if you have damned us all by awakening something. Will something chase you out?
No, we locked the door behind us, but there was another way deeper downstairs. We just take the first floor away from the stairs, from the main stairs.
I wonder what sort of consequences this may have for us.
Yeah, at least this one will never hurt somebody anymore.
That is good. That's good.
Somebody knows what kind of creature we just killed down there?
Did you describe it to him, I take it?
Yeah, you see the head
Got the
and
head.
the rest is just crap.
It looks like some sort of strange ogre, but you said it had 4 arms?
Yes.
I know not what such a thing could be.
We also told them about the hands, the creepy little hands that nearly killed us.
Sounds like, I don't know. Sounds like some sort of bizarre form of necromancy, some deep-seated evil living down below.
So, it looks like this evil has to be cleansed, no matter what. So, what help can you offer us to actually get rid of these beasts down there? It's not a barrel situation. We have to do something about this.
I will call a council of the clerics here. We will figure something out and go to the lord of the city.
Discuss this matter, we have to regain our health anyway. So you're gonna find us in the hotel.
Yes. Father Johnson should be around here somewhere. I'll send him to, where are you staying?
Overlook Hotel.
Overlook Hotel.
Overlook
Yes.
Hotel.
Of course. I will send him to you when we find him. Thank you for what you've done, and we will bring this head to the mayor to show him what you have found.
But it belongs to me. So don't dispose of it.
I will make sure he
Alright.
hears that.
So we make our way to the hotel.
Maybe we can make money out of it. You know, if you cook it out, take this car, sell it to some creepy someone.
The market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to eat. We need to drink, man.
That's very true.
Yeah.
So we make our way to the inn and get another room.
Yeah, get another room, go down for the night. And
So how much did the room actually cost me in the first place? That
it cost you 3 silver.
So this time I pay, and this time I sleep upstairs. No, I don't know. Let me take a look. Where I fall asleep.
So you're actually proceeding to drink?
I start drinking and it seems that I fall asleep on the table again.
So
Okay.
you're gonna
Same
take care.
spot they got me last time.
So I guess I'm in the room alone with the backpack, sleeping without armor. Obviously, just taking a rest,
All right.
being totally exhausted.
Give me a perception check. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
28.
I would have passed this one, I hope, with
Yeah.
the 28.
Okay. I think that's about it. I don't think we can continue the story any further.
We killed it already.
It's getting to like 11 o'clock here, so I think that's where we're
Wow.
gonna end for today.
We barely survived this one.
But we survived
We
and
came
we
out
have,
prepared.
we have like something to show around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna have one of those West Marches moments where we die straight away.
It was close, man. Both
Being
of
overpowered.
us was like a
Wow.
1 hit point.
Were you both at one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Both in one.
I knew that you were getting low. I didn't know how low you were, but I didn't realize you were
Yeah, I actually went in at 5 from the fight before.
Oh.
Yeah, I lost 2 hit points there, so I was at 5.
Oh.
I didn't realize that myself until I started to drop even more. So it was kind of close actually.
Oh shit! I thought you still had plenty of HP to go.
Not really, I started out with 7, so that's not really
Oh
so
man.
much.
I'd
Actually,
forgotten about
lucky.
that damage you took earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he healed me for 2.
Well, she
So
does what he
Otherwise I
can.
would be dead, man.
Yeah, that's a good thing. It was a good thing.
Let's distribute some experience. How about that?
Yes, it sounds good.
That's the best thing of the evening.
So let's see. These kids. There's 7 of them. Plus that sucker was worth about that.
A lot, hopefully.
You made it down into the pit and back out. That's definitely worth a lot of experience to be the first people to survive the pit. You fought the 2 strange men.
You rip off a leg,
Accidentally.
but you rip it off.
Not in purpose. Not on
That's
purpose.
worth at least 10 XP.
Probably. Lose my faith, but get some XP.
Let's see. You convinced the people to look into the pit and all that, so that's worth something. Let's get that's divided by 2 people. That is 700 experience each.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
Is it actually enough to?
No. You need 2,250.
That's nice. Yes. Is that enough? No.
It's a good start though.
No.
Yeah. If you don't mind, I'm going to take these character sheets
No,
with
for
me
sure.
so someone else can play
For
the next
sure.
chapter of this.
For sure. I made like a portrait of mine.
Oh, nice!
Wow,
He's a
that's
grumpy,
pretty
angry
good.
guy.
Yeah,
isn't he?
he's one angry dwarf. One angry dwarf.
Fantastic. Let's slide these in.
And if somebody continues playing him, he has to be worth it, you know, you have to make sure of that. I'm gonna watch it.
Make sure they can uphold the name of Brick.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. Is there anything you guys would like to say before we close down the stream?
Thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.
It was
so
fun.
much.
Okay.
Bye, mom.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, mom.
All right. We'll see more of this. I don't know. Some other time.
Hopefully
Bye.
soon.